Hello, hello. What's going on, royalties, Grand Rising? Now, I know it's been a little minute. Um, there's been a lot going on since our last recording. However, we are back. Um, with being said, I want to let you guys know this will be our last episode for this year, 2022. We will resume again in 2023. I don't have a specific date yet, but I promise that we'll have more content and better and accurate publishing. Now, our last recording was 2 months ago as of yesterday. And I've been trying to get this episode recorded for about a month as of 2 days ago. So, with me saying that, there has been a little difficulty within the team trying to get this episode published and aired. So I'm going to have to um rearrange the team, if you will. So this is episode 5, titled Speak Up. And before we get started, I actually shared a post on my Facebook page um shouting out my granddad, and I would just like to take a moment of silence to honor him right now. May he rest in peace. We're gonna take that moment of silence right now. Thank you guys for taking the time to honor him with me. Now, since our last episode, there's been a lot of things I've been getting into and trying to get established for the coming year. Um, Also, it's been a while since our last episode because, I returned to school, and like I said, I've been working on a few things, and that's why this will be our last episode, because I have a lot of events planned for the remainder of the year. Also, I was planning a trip to go visit family in the Midwest. I haven't seen them in over 6 months, and I just want to reunite with my family, um, and talk about some things since my departure. So let's get started. This episode may be kind of short as well because I'm just alone. I just want to talk to you guys by myself for this episode. The first topic of discussion is mass shootings that's been going on. I wanted to talk about that because it's been heavy on my heart for several months now. And like the title of the episode is "Speak Up." Um, I remember in our last episode, um, I believe we talked a little bit about mental health, if I'm not mistaken. And I had a guest speaker come on and talk a little bit about our topics with me and Queen Juice. So, the title of this is Speak Up, and I want to discuss the mass shootings that's been going on. First and foremost, there was a recent mass shooting that I seen on the news that took place. I can't remember what state, but it happened at an elementary school. And in witnessing the recorded video from the body cam of one of the police officers, I was very disturbed and hurt. Also, I want to take a moment of silence to mourn with the families of those victims. Thanks again for your participation. There was a lot that the officers could have done to prevent that event. Their duty to society is to serve and protect. And for so long, most, I'm not going to say all, majority of them have failed to do so. Now, I don't know about anywhere else, but if I fail to do my job, my obligations within a company, I get penalized for it. And after so many situations that I allow to occur, I get terminated. But when it comes to high-ranking authority, it doesn't always seem to play out that way. Why do you guys think that is? It's because of power, because of money. Now I want to talk a little bit more about that. And you have to forgive me for the way that I'm speaking in this episode, because I'm kind of multitasking right now. However, a wise person said, actually, a wise person um, on my team that's a part of this company I'm starting to work for, he said something very, very interesting that stuck out to me in one of these recordings I was watching. He said, "The kingdom of darkness loves money and uses people. But the kingdom of God, the kingdom of light, loves people and uses money. The kingdom of darkness loves money and uses people. The kingdom of light loves people and uses money to get the things that they want and desire." When you allow money to control you and take over your livelihood, I believe that there is nothing that you wouldn't do where money is involved. Because at that point, you have made that your God, basically. You let it control you. And I've said this before and I will continue to say it. That is why I'm so glad that the job that I was working for let me go 2 years ago. Because if that did not happen, I wouldn't be able to live my life the way I've always wanted to, that I've always desired to, and do the things that I've always dreamt of doing. When you let money control you, you have become subject to it. So now, it has power over you. Any and everything under this sun, on this green, blue, brown planet, anything, nothing is supposed to have control over us. We are more powerful. We have more power than everything that we see, that we use on this earth. When you become subject to that thing, it controls you, and it can cause havoc, destruction. Think about it. If you guys have children and you have a vehicle, give them your keys. Have them start not chaperone, chauffeuring you to the places you need to go. Have them drive you here and there to run your errands. Let them take control of your vehicle. You wouldn't do that, would you? You know why? It's because they don't have the knowledge of how to operate a vehicle. And so therefore, they feel overpowered if they get behind a wheel. They wouldn't know how to control it, and therefore destruction happens. They can get into an accident, whether running into another car, sign, a building, a human being. All of those things are destruction. But when you have the knowledge, when you have been taught how to operate a vehicle, it no longer has power over you. You have power over it. But think about it. That vehicle has so many different mechanisms that allows it to operate when you apply the work. Yet, we are more powerful than it. It's a mind thing. It really is. Going back to the mass shootings. Sometimes, pardon me, sometimes the children who initiate the mass shootings, or the individual, if you will, some of those people are mentally ill. Actually, all of those people are mentally ill, whether they have been diagnosed or not. And I say that because you will have to be sick in the head to want to do other people harm, whether you are seeking revenge or not. Either way it goes, it's still mentally ill and sick. We're not speaking up enough. We're not using our voice. We're not uplifting one another, helping each other out, and building each other to unify one another as a people on this great gift that we have been given. Yet we would rather tear each other down, bash one another, belittle each other, than to extend an arm, a leg, a foot, to help each other elevate. And elevation is one of the topics of discussion for today. If you see, and actually this is a commandment, if you see an individual in need of something, in need of help, and you have the obligation to help them, it is your duty to do that. The Bible says, if I don't know the scripture, if you see your brother in a fault, restore such a one. I'm paraphrasing, but meaning, if you see that they need help, help them. But no, most of us want to, oh, I don't know this person, or oh, I don't have this, I don't have that. You'd rather see them fail than to succeed. That's very interesting and strange to me. And I was discussing this with with a peer of mine, and I actually wrote a rhyme, a line or two, speaking about that. That people would rather see other people fail than to succeed and help them. And it's not always that person, but it could be the person who needs the help. Like with me, if I need help, I have my pride is I'm very prideful. And instead of asking for help, I would rather struggle and do it on my own than to take help from someone. And that's something I've been working on for quite some time. And it's difficult for me because, like I said, I'm very prideful. I work hard for everything that I do. But it's okay to have help, especially if someone is offering it to you. We're not meant to struggle. We're not meant to not have. We're not meant to go without. In actuality, it's the total opposite. We're meant to succeed. We're meant to be filled and have everything that our hearts desire. That's why I titled this Speak Up. We need to speak up for one another. Some people don't have a voice. That's why I started this podcast. We're going to move on to the next topic. Our next topic of discussion is regrounding ourselves, or connecting with our higher selves. I've been on a spiritual journey for a couple of years now, and there's lots that I'm still learning. But with me learning these new things, I like to share it with other people in need. I've been meditating, heavily, and doing some separation, removing of some things, some people. Just like in the last episode, one of the topics was releasing or getting rid of old habits and toxic people. When you do that, oh my God, it's such a great feeling. It's almost like you become a new person. Like I said, I've been doing that for quite some time. And when you do that, like I said, it's like you become a new person. With me doing that, I've noticed a lot of individuals, no names, a lot of specific people have been acting different towards me. And it's not because of me, as is, it's because of who they used to know me as, what they used to know me for, because I no longer do those things, say those things, or what have you. It's like they don't know who I am anymore. And they can't, it's like, it seems like they can't interact with me. But I haven't changed. Even though I've changed certain things, I'm still me, you know? But there's certain things I won't tolerate or do anymore because I'm trying to elevate. I've been connecting with my higher self, meditating, studying, removing myself from certain situations. And doing that, I am creating a new way of life for myself. And therefore, those people don't know me and they don't know how to interact with me anymore. And in most ways, it's neutral. But in others, it's from a negative aspect and point. And they get mad. And there's no reason to be. I'm not doing anything to hurt, harm, or to make you feel some type of way. All I'm doing is bettering myself. And you have the nerve to be upset? That's crazy to me. That's insane. But that's just how some people are. When you start to elevate, when you start to better yourself as a person, they see you as a threat. And they want to bring you down. To their level. A low vibrational level. So you can be miserable with them. Misery loves company. However, I will not allow that to happen. I was in a very, 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 very dark place just a few years ago. And I told myself I would never return to that state ever again. In this life or the next. I didn't have no one. I only had one person by my side who, no matter what, continued to stick by my side and help me up. That is why I was able to relocate. That is why I am still here today. That is why I'm able to stay here and speak from experience and speak on different things that I see that bothers me or that makes me proud. I'm not gonna continue to talk about that, but just know I could be dead right now. But thanks to one person, I decided to keep going. I decided to choose life. I decided to work on my mental health and elevate myself and separate myself from my old habits and toxic people that I was familiar and comfortable with. Moving on to our third topic of elevation. When you work on yourself and you separate yourself from your old habits and release toxicity, you begin to elevate, you begin to ascend, you begin to grow and mature. I just can't understand why people love negativity rather than positivity. Why they love to see someone down and kick them while they're down rather than to help them. Shed love and positivity. Spread love and positivity and peace. Because the more you celebrate and rejoice in someone's success, the more you open up windows for you to become blessed and receive the blessings that you desire. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this up, but before I go, I've said this before and I want to say it again, and this will be my last time that I say this. And I'm only saying it and mentioning it again because some people just don't understand. I hear and see everything. I hear and see everything, especially if it concerns me. I hear and see it all. Um, You don't have to be jealous of me. You don't have to hate on me. You don't have to be rude and disrespectful and put dirt on my name. Hold on 1 second. Sorry about that. I had a message come through that I needed to respond to, and I wasn't fully focused. You don't have to hate me. You don't have to be jealous. You don't have to throw dirt in my name. I'm still growing, baby. I'm still learning. There's a lot that needs to be achieved before I get to where I want to be. However, hating on me and throwing dirt on my name, it's not gonna get you far, babe. You're only hurting yourself. You're not hurting me. I laugh at it. Mimicking me is not gonna get you to where you want to be. Hold on, let me reiterate that. Mimicking me, copying me in the form of trying to make fun, it's not going to get you. It's not going to get you to where you're trying to go, and it's not going to hurt me. I mean, I laugh. I see it. Um, yeah, it's not going to get you to where you're trying to go. It's not going to elevate you. It's not going to make me stop doing what I'm doing. And it's not hurting me. Um, Also, there's been a few haters stalking. There's been a few haters stalking me, yo. Oh my god, I won't say any names, but they just come out the woodworks and it'll be like, oh, it'll be like, whoa, hold on. It kind of like shocks me and like, not really startle me, but it throws me for a loop. It really does because it's unexpected. It's sort of like how when you're driving down the road and like you see an animal on the road that you didn't see from far back, or if an animal like runs out into the street across the street in front of you. It's like, oh shoot, like what do I do? It's sort of like that. Um, it's weird. It's like, babe, I moved on. I moved on. Like that's not even. I let bygones be bygones. And then little do you know when you're elevating or getting close to a blessing, here comes the devil wanting to make his presence known. It's like yikes. Um That's why I'm glad I relocated, because where I was before, I could not um just be sitting around chilling knowing someone's stalking me. Like, yo, what? It's creepy. Also, going back to what I said with people mimicking and like like copying, trying to mock or make fun of the queen. First of all, I'm honored. First of all, I'm honored that, you know, certain individuals want to be like me. However, I moved on. I bettered myself. I used to do Miss Jackson's clownery show on the book. And in the beginning, I would get on here and clown people too. But to be honest, I moved on from that. Um, I'm in a place right now where there's just so much other stuff that needs to be done. So much more important, vital things I could be doing rather than reacting to people's nonsense concerning me. I giggle, I laugh, I chuckle. It tickles me pink. But with that being said, like I said, this is the last episode. I want you guys to continue to speak up. If you have been, if you haven't, I want you to start speaking up. Use your voice. Watch how your life change. Even if you're scared, just step out on faith. I'm telling you, it'll change your life. If you're in a situation where you want something changed, but you're scared to speak out or speak up on it because it involves an individual with higher authority or a different stature, title, speak up for yourself. Just watch how your life change. Now, I will say this: don't don't speak in a manner of like being disrespectful. There's a way you can speak up for yourself and still be respectful to the other individual, but just watch how your life change. I'm telling you. Even if it doesn't completely change right then and there, over time, the more you do it, it's just gonna make you feel so much better and so much more empowered. And it'll just come easy to you. And then when you look up, you'll be like, oh, no, that wasn't so hard. Scared for nothing. Yeah, so this is gonna be our last episode for this year. I got a couple things planned for you guys. I got this one project I've been working on that I really need to finish. I may be able to speak about it within the given months that we have left of this year. And then another major project I've been working on um, that I can't really speak too much about, but I've been working on it for quite some time. And after I get back from my trip at the end of this month, I'm gonna start work. I'm gonna give it my full focus and attention. That's why this is gonna be our last episode, because I'm just gonna spend the rest of this year focusing on everything I've been working on and manifest blessings, really. And in 2023, hopefully I'll be able to return with a new episode with a surprise, maybe. I don't have a specific date of when I'll return in 2023. There's, like I said, it's a lot. It's a lot I've been working on, and a few other things I have to do. Like I said, I have to rearrange the team, and when I go back home, on the 15th, I have a few meetings I need to have with some team members back home, because now, because when I get back, I'm going to be working on some legal matters for the company. Also, hold on. Another thing that's been I've been a bit perturbed about is the fact that I spoke with some people before I left, before I relocated and everything, before I moved. And when I talked with them, we discussed partnership, right? Because I'm starting my own company and everything like that. Whatever. In discussion, I talked about what I was going to do once I got to my location. And I have done those things, and I have returned to those people to give them the good news, right? Why is it that actually I know why. I know my answer. But the question is why agreeing to do business in partnership if you didn't believe, or if you weren't going to uphold your end of the bargain? I really would like to know, because I have a few associates and family members who have done that. And I'm just confused. Like, I thought we were on the same page. What happened? What's going on? The reason why I told certain people about what was going to do and what I'm doing is because I thought they would be a great fit to be a part of my team and would be willing to work together as business partners, not only to help each other out, to put money in both of our pockets. And since my relocation, it's been all talk but no act. I've been a bit upset about that because it's like, well, why'd you agree to it in the first place? Anyway, I just wanted to say that and get that off my chest before I ended this. But this is episode 5 of Speaking Up. We will be returning in 2023. Don't have a specific date, but once I return, I'll make a post about it on my social platforms, and you guys will hear me once I go live. I love you guys. Stay safe. Stay blessed. Peace and love to you all. And yeah, stay loyal, stay royal. Love you guys so much. Bye.